We were so close. So close. I cannot believe it. Even though I prepared mentally to go into the 4 o'clock kickoffs today, full well expecting Man City to do the job. I knew they would do it, but even so, I think there was something deep inside me that just thought, no, do you know what? Today is our day. But it just wasn't. Let's have a look at the table. Confirmation after 38 games. Let's get the full table in picture here. Man City with 91 points, 2 points above us. Both teams winning 28 times out of the 38 games. And of course, 62 goal difference apiece. Man City were a machine in the last few weeks. I think that's the biggest point I want people to take away from today, from me. Yes, of course, I'm upset and I'm salty and I'm disappointed. I do have respect for that football team. The way that they play, the way they grind results out, the way that they are quite literally just a machine. It was almost inevitable, wasn't it? It didn't matter if they were second, third, fourth at points this year. Everyone knew Man City would likely go on to win the title no matter what. And a lot of their season without De Bruyne, for example, Haaland went through a patch where he was either injured or at least not scoring. And look, I'm just getting these things out of the way because, of course, I hate Man City. Of course, I don't want to be talking about their success, but it's the reality, okay? Whether you love them or hate them, whether you disapprove of the way they run the club, the 115 charges against them that we're still yet to go through, on the pitch, they command respect. They're incredible. Pep is, for me, the best manager of all time. And he needs to go. It's quite simple, really. How can Arsenal, who for 20 years haven't won the Premier League, and let's say for those 2 decades haven't really pushed very hard until last season, how can we have our best season statistically of all time, winning 28 times, finishing with 89 points, still not beat Man City when, to be fair, you could argue that maybe Man City haven't been at their absolute best. I can understand that. Liverpool fans might be watching this and saying, well, the same happened to us and we had 98 points or whatever it was. It's excruciating, and it just proves my point further. You can push this Man City team as hard as you like. We've pushed them right to the last day. Arguably the best Premier League team of all time. Yet it still just wasn't enough. They are a machine. And I can respect their football, the way they play, no matter how they've got that team together, no matter how they've spent their money, how they've recruited staff, how they've built the academy and the infrastructure at the club, whether it's shady or not, it's still a difficult process, isn't it? It's still incredible that they've been able to build what they've built. So that's that out of the way, because I know a lot of people are just going to be saying you're just salty. Arsenal, my club, so proud of them. Of course, today was going to be difficult. Ever since that Villa loss, the 2-0 loss, even though we've won every game and looked pretty good in doing so, that was all it took. And Villa got smashed today by Palace. What was it, 5-0? Oh, I know they were obviously, they're probably still drunk from their celebrations of making it into the top 4, but I'm so proud of the team. But it just goes to show you just can't have losses like that. You can't lose at home in a title run-in with a couple of weeks to go. You cannot give Man City an inch. You just can't do it. And I'm gutted. I'm so gutted. Let's quickly talk about the game today because, of course, it's Operation Arsenal. We review every match, and this is, of course, the last one of the season. And wow, what a season it's been. I'd say these have been my best Operation Arsenal reviews I've ever done. I've really enjoyed talking about the club. And yeah, I think today was one of those games where it felt like nothing was going our way. The goal that we conceded, which was shortly before half-time, around, what was it? Yeah, 40th minute. A deflected free kick, hitting poor Declan Rice on the head. What a header. And I see it fly in, and I remember I was watching it thinking, they're going to score this free kick, aren't they? And I saw it glance in, and I just thought, yeah, it doesn't matter what happens in the other game. We're not even going to win our own game. It just wasn't meant to be. We were hitting the bar. We were missing such huge chances. And thankfully, Tomiyasu put his goal away. But at 1-1, it just felt like, I mean, this entire second half, chance after chance after chance, where it was Pickford saving it, heroic blocks from Branthwaite and Tarkov, I'm thinking of the game, Tarkowski, and hitting the bar. It was just, it was almost unbelievable. And it just felt like it's almost, I was so 50-50 about it. Okay, so the reality is if we lost today, you kind of just say, well, it doesn't matter that City won. We didn't win it ourselves. We've got ourselves to blame. But you really want to win, because then I can look back, and we can all look back, Arsenal fans, and say, well, we did our part. We won that last game, and we still forced Man City to win. So it was a real mixed emotion. That I feel like drawing today, it might have taken the edge off slightly in a weird, perverse way, because, oh, well, it doesn't matter. We didn't even win anyway. We couldn't have won the title anyway. You see where I'm going with this? But of course, I really wanted to win. And we got the goal in the 89th minute, which I've watched it a few times now. Handball? I mean, the thing I'm going to say is, I don't know if you can see very well, but it's come off Jesus here as he's controlled it, a loose pass. He's not going to be running around like this, is he? And I feel like if they rule that goal out, it's harsh, but also technically correct, because he's controlled the ball with his arm ball, not handball. But of course, the goal was given, and it was really rare. Normally, if an on-field decision is given and the referee is asked to go to the screen and watch it, it's going to be reversed pretty much every single time. And that was a rare occasion where the referee didn't overturn it. So that was quite nice. We can have a look at the lineup here. No Saka today, which honestly, I don't think Martinelli did particularly bad. But you could see a noticeable gap there. Saka is a generational talent, and he gives us so much down the right side, and we definitely missed him. Talking about Martinelli, very frustrating at times, but it was good to see him get a full 90 minutes today, and I'm sure next season he will improve. Havertz was brilliant again. He could have had a couple of goals today, and I'm glad he got his goal at the end. That header where he got his whole head behind it and kind of like bent his neck around. Oh, it was absolutely incredible. It was such a shame it came off the bar. Ødegaard for me was sensational on the ball. 2 assists, of course, which got us the win. But wasn't his best performance. And honestly, I think whilst I wouldn't say that the team looked nervous, they definitely weren't full guns blazing, you know. Partey, I thought, was a little bit weak today. And I think we were better when he went off. Trossard, nothing special from him. Rice was, again, good in midfield, but sloppy at times. Tomiyasu was excellent today. And talking of Tomiyasu and Ben White as well, because obviously they can share these positions, Timber coming on for the last 20 minutes or so, lost his boot, got a yellow card, but few moments where I thought, oof, he's a tasty player, isn't he? I cannot wait to see more of him over the break, over the summer. Pre-season will be really vital for him. He's going to be like a brand new signing. I thought Ben White was off today. I really did. Saliba was really good. Gabriel, of course, picking up an injury, needed to go off. And Tomiyasu ended up playing at centre-back, which he plays there for Japan, left centre-back. So that's where Tomiyasu brings value. He can play anywhere, literally. And Raya didn't have much to do. Nothing he could do with the goal. I think that sums it up, really. I think Everton, they've done very well this season, considering the FFP charges that they've been punished for with a points deduction to survive and actually finish the season as one of the stronger teams, especially defensively. Sean's got them defending well. I like how I've called him Sean, like he's my mate. Sean Dyche, Mr. Gravel Eater. They're a good side, and they will absolutely recover this summer. They'll bring some players in, and I very much doubt they'll be in this predicament next season, especially with the new stadium on the horizon. I think it might be a bit weird at first, of course, but they can build a fortress there, and that'll be great for them. Is there really much else to talk about? I mean, I've given City plaudits. I've said that I'm proud of the team and that it is just one of those things. You know, we're not going to look back and remember how much we pushed Man City. You remember who won the title that year. Man City won the title, and that's it. We just go again. And I truly believe this. Pep Guardiola will be there next season at Man City, I'm pretty certain, but that will be his last season. I don't think he will stay beyond next season. And I'm not saying that because he's there next year, that means Man City will win the title again, because I actually believe if we get recruitment right this summer, and there'll be some videos coming up soon. I'm thinking Wednesday onwards, because I'm still going to be taking a break from the QPR save. I'm going to do some... I'm going to go with the whole Arsenal squad, as I do every year, and do sell, loan, keep. And then I'm going to do an episode about who I think we should buy and how we go into the new season. Because I do feel like we will go again, and we will be one of the favourites, and we will take Man City all the way to the end again. And I think Liverpool are going to struggle with a new manager, potentially. I don't think Villa are going to have the same strong season with Champions League football. That's going to really take it out of them. I think actually Chelsea are going to be ones to watch next season, and potentially a Man United and a Newcastle side that strengthen as well. But I think we can do it next season, if even with Pep there. But my point is that when Pep leaves, we can all just because then, maybe just then, we might not have such domination. We can't allow City to get 5 in a row. We can't allow that. But anyway, I wish this video was me celebrating the league title. But this is it. I have to talk about this being one of the reasons. We're up against quite literally the best manager of all time. And it wasn't meant to be. We go again. Thanks for watching, guys. Another season of Operation Arsenal. 55, 60 episodes, whatever it's been this season. We go again. Operation Arsenal will be back in pre-season. So in 2 months' time, hopefully, we'll be getting a couple of games under our belt before the new season begins. I will be doing some Euro reviews. Operation Euros, I guess. And hopefully I'll be celebrating an England tournament win there. But for now, guys, thank you for watching, and I will see you next season.